Once upon a time, in the village of Ikoka, there was a man named Okibanana. He was a chemistry teacher in the only school in the village. Ebute Grammar School was the only school in the village, so all the villagers' children attended this school, and even some neighboring villagers also attended this school because the school was known for its academic excellence. Rumors had it for years that something strange happens in the school, and mostly to the girls. Young girls get admitted into the school happy and bold, but after a little while of attending the school, they became unhappy, scared, timid, and overall just want to stop going to the school. And this started happening when Mr. Okibanana started teaching in the school. Everyone have heard of this rumor, even the principal. The parents of the children all gathered at the school to ask the principal what was the problem. The principal promised them not to worry and that he was going to get to the root of the problem. The principal became very vigilant and even planted some spies around the school to take note of any strange findings, but to no avail. Until one day, in the chemistry lab, Mr. Okibanana was caught putting his fingers in one of the kids' private parts. The principal was stunned and called an emergency assembly with Mr. Okibanana in front and demanded an explanation from me, and also said if any of the students were a victim, they should come out. Luwalope, a young girl in her early teens, came out and said, I am not a victim, but I know the whole story. The whole school was stunned and she was asked to narrate the story, and she began. It started when Mr. Okibanana and Mr. So were employed. Mr. So was a nice man, but Mr. Okibanana was a wicked man. Whenever we have his class, he will always smack his lips and wink at almost all the girls and will give us classworks, which we are to submit one after the other. He will mark the boys' work fast, but when it gets to the girls' turn, he would start asking uncomfortable questions like, are you a virgin? Do you have a lover? Do you know how to kiss? Can I see your breast? And so on, which makes us uncomfortable, and sometimes he would even make an attempt to touch us. But the day he tried it with me, I screamed and he let me go. But I think those that cannot scream are the ones he is doing something with, because I have also caught him before, she said. She continued. On multiple occasions, he would always call the girls to buy him something from the school shop during break time. And when we go to give him, he would tell the rest of us to leave, leaving only one person behind. But by the time she comes out, she would look sad and scared. And if we asked her anything, she wouldn't talk. But the day it happened to me, he was trying to touch my breast and was kissing me, and I started shouting. He demanded I stopped shouting and threatened me, but I did not listen and continued shouting until he threw me out of his class. Afterwards, he demanded a student to go and call Itunu, a senior girl, for him. Itunu used to frequent his office very well, but no one knew why. But I was curious because of what he just attempted to do to me, which I refused, and immediately asked for Itunu. I stood behind the door as I watched as Itunu went in. I was expecting to hear conversations or something, but I didn't hear anything. I decided to sneak up on them by tiptoeing to the office, and to my greatest surprise, I saw Mr. Okibanana pants down with Itunu. Everyone screamed, "Ha!" I screamed and ran out, she said. The principal at this point, looking stunned and disturbed, asked why she did not report, and she said he would always threaten to beat them and also fail them, and also telling their parents that they failed because they were doing woefully bad in their academics. And that was why she was scared to report, because they might not believe her. Ituno, at the end of the assembly line, was already crying. The head teacher went up to her and held her up. She was consoled and asked how it all happened. With tears in her eyes, she speaks shakingly. He told me he likes me and that he will marry me, but I'll have to do whatever he said. He said I was the most beautiful girl in the school, and that my breast was already matured to be plucked, that that I should be his own. I said no. I said no multiple times, but he forced himself on me every single time. She busted out crying. Again, I never wanted it, she said. By this time, news already reached the village, and the villagers surrounded the school, some with stick, some with machetes, some with whips, and so on. They barged into the school and dragged Mr. Okibanana out, beating him mercilessly. The principal asked the pupils that had been a victim to Mr. Okibanana's act to raise up their hands, and 20% of the girls' pupils raised up their hands. Everywhere was in uproar. Everyone was raging. But suddenly, there was a loud noise, like a gunshot. Mr. Okibanana was shot in the head by Ituno's father. That was a hunter. Everyone was shocked and amazed. Everywhere was quiet for a moment. He walked up to his daughter in tears, took her in his arms, and they vanished into the forest. No one knew the whereabouts. Some said they became nomads, while some said he went to settle in the middle of the thick forest with his family. Mr. Okibanana was buried in the evil wilderness. Thanks for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe. I am trying to hit 500 followers. And also, if you enjoyed the video, like the video. Thank you.